After studying this module, you shall be able to know more about scheme of hybridization. Learn hybridization for sigma bonding in ABN molecule further, that is, we will take up the molecule PF5 molecules. You will also know the type of hybridization involved in pi bonding system, that is, we will take BCl3 molecule and see whether the pi bonding undergo pi orbitals undergo hybridization or not. Now, we have already learned about hybridization and how to deal it with in polyatomic molecule. I have already taken few examples of BF3, bromine pentafluoride, CH4 molecules in earlier module. Now, let us go further in this scheme of hybridization and let us take the molecule again of ABN type molecule, and for this let us take another molecule PF5 molecule. And in order to explain the scheme of hybridization, again we will take up the various types of bonding, various types of bond orbitals involved in this PRF5 molecule. Now, for sigma bonding hybridization in PF5 molecule, let us denote 5 PF bond as R1, R2, R3, R4, R5 as shown into the over here. And we will now see the effect of various symmetry operation belonging of various symmetry operation of the point group to which PF5 molecule belongs. Now, these 5 PF bond vectors will be taken as the basis for finding tau PF. The effect of symmetry operation of D3H point group on 5 PF bonds will be considered. Let us take this PF5 molecule over here. It is trigonal bipyramidal molecules. It belongs to D3H point group. This is my C3 axis into this. These are C2 axis into this. These are sigma V's into these molecules. And these are the 5 bond vectors 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So, these 5 bond vectors will be considered for finding the effect of symmetry operations. Let us take these 5 PF bond vectors as the basis for finding tau PF5. These 5 PF bonds I have shown over here. I will take the symmetry operation corresponding to D3H point group, that is C3 operations, C2 operations, then sigma operation and then sigma H. We will consider various operations and see how these bond vectors are shifted. That is, if I take C3 operation, how many bond vectors are not shifted? This one and this one. If I take C2 bond vectors as such, all are changed except this one. If I take 3 bond vectors like this, these are not shifted, this goes to this and this goes to this. So, if I take sigma B over here, this and this are shifted, this one and this one, they are contained into the same plane. Like this, I will take 5 bond vectors and see the effect of symmetry operations belonging to the D3H point group, and the various effects are shown in this over here, that is in this figure given over here, and you can verify the result yourself whether this is correct or not. That is, in this you see all the effects.
The effect of symmetry operations of D3H point group on 5 PF bond vectors are shown. Carrying out sigma v, we get 3 vectors unshifted. Carrying out sigma h also gives 3 vectors unshifted. Carrying out C2, only 1 vector is unshifted. Carrying out C31, only 2 vectors are unshifted. Carrying out S31, all vectors are shifted. Carrying out E, 5 bound vectors are unshifted.
Now, the results of whether the bond vector is shifted, how many bond vectors are not shifted, etc. are summarized in this table over here. That is, unshifted vector in the second row are 5, 2, 1, 3, 0, 3 under the various symmetry operation of D3H point group. And chi contributed multiplication factor is there in third row, and we have tau PF as 5, 2, 1, 3, 0, 3. This tau PF can be reduced to irreducible representations by using standard reduction formula, and the results are 2 PF is equal to 2A1 dash plus E2 double dash plus E dash. Thus, 5 equivalent hybrid atomic orbitals at central atom A must be have the symmetries of the type 2A1 dash, A2 double dash plus E dash. This points us that the 2 atomic orbitals must be of 2A1 dash symmetry, 1 orbital must be of A2 double dash symmetry, and 2 orbitals must be of E dash symmetry. Inspecting the character table of D3H point group gives us the information about the symmetries of the various orbitals as shown into the character tables, and the results are summarized in the character table. The atomic orbitals of phosphorus corresponding to symmetries A1 dash, A2 dash plus E dash and that of E double dash are summarized in tabular form as: for A1 dash we have S dz square, for E dash we have Px Py dx square minus y square dxy. For A2 double dash we have only Pz, and for E double dash we have dxz and dyz. But I will be taking the orbitals, 2 atomic orbitals of A1 dash, 1 atomic orbitals of A2 double dash, and 2 atomic orbitals of E dash symmetry, and then we have the possible combination for this. Atomic orbitals dxz and dyz of symmetry E dash will not be considered for mixing in forming hybrid orbitals, as these are not the basis for any of the irreducible representation in tau PF. In order to form 5 equivalent hybrid orbitals on phosphorus atom, we have to have 2 atomic orbitals of A1 dash, 1 atomic orbital A2 double dash, and 2 atomic orbitals of E dash. Based on this information, we can list all possible combination of atomic orbitals belonging to these symmetries, that is 2A1 dash plus A2 double dash in D and E dash. The various possible combination of atomic orbitals on central atom phosphorus is summarized in the table over here. Possible ways are 1 to 6, and for 2A1 dash and A2 dash and E dash and hybridization are listed as: number 1, S plus n plus 1 S Pz Px Py, that is S2 P3. Second combination, S n plus 1 S Pz dxy x dx square minus y square S2 PD2. Third combination nz square n plus 1 z square pz px py, that is d2p3. Number 4 nz square n plus 1 z square pz orbital, then dxy dx square minus y square, that is pd4. Number 5 ns and dz square pz px py sdp3. Number 6 ns nz2 pz dxy dx square minus y square spd3. So we are having this 6 possible combination. And for molecular structures with trigonal bipyramid geometry, that is D3H point group or PF5 molecule, energy considerations make combination 1 to 4 of lethal importance, as we are using atomic orbitals from n and n plus 1 levels, which are not of right symmetry. So combination 5 is most probable and labeled as SDP3. For molecules like MoCl5, molybdenum pentachloride, both combination 5 and 6 are of equal importance. So for MoCl5, the hybrid orbitals on central molybdenum are A times SDP3, B times D3sp, where A and B are nearly equal. That is, 5 and 6 combination contribute equally to the hybrid orbital MO. For phosphorus, it is only A times SDP3 generally we take. The d orbital in case of C4e is dx square minus y square in dsp3, while in case of D3H hybridization, there is a d orbital also, that is dsp3, but d orbital involved is dz square over here. So this is the important difference. In C4V, d orbital was dx square minus y square. In dsp3, in trigonal bipyramid, d orbital is dz square orbital. Now let us take another molecule. That is, let us go for hybridization, pi bonding hybridization in ABN molecule. Now in this section, I will discuss the hybridization in ABN molecule involving pi bonding. For this, let us take BCl3 molecule, which is trigonal planar molecule and belongs to D3H point group. We will follow the same procedure or similar procedure as discussed or in earlier modules. Before discussing this, let us define sigma bonding and pi bonding in molecule. For this, let us take the overlaps of two p orbitals. Number 1, side-on overlapping. Number 2, add-on overlapping. These type of overlapping are shown. Side-on overlapping gives me molecular orbital with nodal planes, that is pi bond. End-on overlapping gives me sigma bond, in which the electron density is in between the two combining atoms. Now in ABN3 molecules where n is equal to 3, as for example we are taking BCl3 molecule over here, this molecule belongs to D3H point group. We assume that boron has two available pi type of atomic orbitals which are orthogonal to each other. That is, their nodal planes are mutually perpendicular. These may be 2px or 2py atomic orbitals on boron. If we want to form 2n number of hybrid orbitals, then we must have 2n number of p atomic orbitals on boron atoms which match with the 2n number of atomic orbitals of chlorine. Here we are concerned with linear combination of atomic orbitals of boron, which will provide hybrid orbitals of right symmetry for matching with the atomic orbitals of chlorine. For getting irreducible representation, we assign a pair of mutually perpendicular vectors to represent pi types of atomic orbitals of chlorine instead on boron atom. Because if I put all vectors on boron atom, that is 2 from each chlorine, that is 6 vector. If I put all vectors on boron atom, it will be very difficult to see the effect of symmetry operation on these vector, all vector on boron. So, I will take a different way of doing this. Each vector points towards a positive lobe of the orbital. In pair of vectors, one vector is perpendicular to molecular plane, second lies in the molecular plane, but perpendicular bond vexes are shown. That is, now what I will do, I take two bond vectors on each chlorine atom. One bond vector is perpendicular to the molecular plane, another bond vector is into the plane of the molecule. And then I will see the effect of symmetry operation of D3H point group on these bond vectors. Let us take, this is my BCl3 molecule. These are the 3 chlorine atom. If I take these 2 bond vectors, these 2 bond vectors and these 2 bond vectors, 6 bond vectors, if I put all of these on boron, then it will be very difficult for you to visualize what is the effect of 6 bond vectors if they are put on the boron. So, I have separated this. I will get the same result if I put 2 bond vectors on each chlorine over here. What I find over here, 3 bond vectors, they are parallel to C3 axis over here. So, and I will call them as perpendicular vector because they are perpendicular to the molecular plane. Another 3 bond vectors are this, this and this. They lie into the plane of the molecule, that is, they lie in this plane, all these 3, and these 3 are perpendicular. So, 6 bond vectors I have divided in now into two types of bond vector. One is perpendicular type, another is in plane type. Plane type I will call parallel type, and this I will call perpendicular type. You perform what type of any of the symmetry operation on these molecules, either this C2 axis or C3 axis, you will find perpendicular vectors will not interchange with planar vectors. You perform any symmetry operation of this molecule. So, it means I will divide now the problem in such a manner that these 2 bond vectors are divided in 2 types of over here, and these white vectors are shown into this over here. The perpendicular and parallel, as I have pointed out, shows the pi bonding, shows perpendicular and parallel orbitals of pi bonding type. 6 required hybrid orbitals on boron atom can also be assigned 6 vector, and these vectors must match the orientation of 6 vector on chlorine atom. If pi bonds are to be formed between boron and chlorine, we will use the same procedure or similar procedure as described earlier for finding top hybrid using 6 vector on boron atom and see the effect of symmetry operation of D3H point group on these vectors. As I told you earlier also, this is difficult to see the effect of symmetry operation on these 6 vector on boron atom. So, vectors on chlorines are considered, and these have been divided into 2 types, perpendicular and parallel pi bond vectors, and we will see now. To see, it is easy to study the effect of symmetry operation on 6 separate vector on chlorine atom. 2 on each chlorine, rather than to study the effect of symmetry operation on 6 vector present on boron atom. Another point is to be noticed, as I mentioned, that the perpendicular vector cannot be interchanged with the vectors in plane by any of the symmetry operation of D3H point group. Thus, we have two distinct set of vectors which can form two distinct set of reducible representation. One set of 3 perpendicular vectors, another set of 3 vectors in plane of the molecule and perpendicular to BCl bond. Thus, the problem can be easily solved by taking two distinct sets as basis for representation, or I can say tau hybrid is equal to tau hybrid perpendicular plus tau hybrid in plane. And if again we will take the same notation, if vector is shifted, contribution of character is 0, and if vector is not shifted, contribution is chi is equal to plus 1, and if vector is not shifted but direction of vector is reversed, contribution to chi is minus 1. Results are obtained by performing symmetry operations of D3H point group on these two sets of vector. Here vectors represent as perpendicular vector represented by py orbital and planar vector represent px orbital. Similar effect of symmetry operation on D3H point group on planar vector px orbital can be worked out. That is unshifted perpendicular vector. That is, if I take the model again, these are the 3 perpendicular. Under operation E, all 3 are not shifted. Under operation 3, all are shifted. Under C2 operation, that is like this. If I do this, if under C2 operation, if I do like this, these and these are shifted, this remains there but direction is reversed. Sigma h, all these perpendicular, if I take this my plane, I reflect it, all will be reversed. And for S3 all shifted, direction is 0, for sigma v it is only 1. So, what I find over here, that is unshifted vector perpendicular 3 0 minus 1 minus 3 0 1, and therefore tau hybrid is 3 0 minus 1 minus 3 0 1. Unshifted vector in plane, that is similarly I take the effect of C3 operation on these vectors which are lie in the plane, and also all symmetry operations of D3H point group. On this I have to, earlier we have taken perpendicular, now I take the planar one like this, and these effects are summarized as 3 0 minus 1 3 0 minus 1, and it is tau hybrid in plane is 3 0 minus 1 3 0 minus 1. Therefore, tau hybrid is equal to tau hybrid perpendicular plus tau hybrid in plane, and their characters are 3 0 minus 1 minus 3 0 1 3 0 minus 1 3 0 minus 1, or total character is 6 0 minus 2 0 0. Using standard reduction formula, we can reduce this reducible representation. I will take here separate one. Tau hybrid perpendicular is equal to A2 double dash plus E double dash. Tau planar A2 single dash plus E dash. Now what I have to do? I have to find out the symmetries of the atomic orbitals on boron corresponding to these irreducible representation in D3H character table, and the results are summarized as shown in the table. That is, I divide the table in two parts, out of planar and then in plane. Now out of plane I have A2 double dash and E double dash. Here I have Pz and dxy, dxz and yz as the orbitals. For in plane we have A2 dash, none of the atomic orbital is there. For E dash we have Pxy, Px, Py or dx square minus y square dxy. For formation of three perpendicular pi bonds between atomic orbitals on boron and atomic orbitals on each chlorine, the orbital on boron must be of A2 double dash and E double dash symmetry. The pz orbital has A2 double dash symmetry and pair of dxz and dyz orbital have E double dash symmetry. Therefore, for formation of three pi bonds perpendicular to plane of the molecule, one should have one atomic orbital of pz type, that is which has A2 double dash symmetry, plus a pair of dxz dyz orbitals having E double dash symmetry, that is the hybridization is of the type PD2 of hybridization is there perpendicular for pi bond formation in BCl3 molecule. For formation of three pi bonds in plane of the molecule, we must have atomic orbital of boron with symmetries A2 dash plus E dash. There is no atomic orbitals on boron of A2 dash symmetry, but there are pair of orbitals either Px, Py or dx square minus y square dxy, which have the right symmetry of E dash. Thus, in plane of the molecule, no three equivalent pi bonds involving Px, Py, dx square minus y square dxy set are formed. It does not mean that no pi bonds are formed in the plane of the molecule. It only means that two pi bonds are formed in plane L1 involving three chlorine atoms. That is, two pi bonds are shared equally between three chlorines in PCl3 molecules. Thus, in this module, what we have learned? We have learned more about hybridization. Sigma bonding in PF5 molecule has been explained with the help of the module, and we have seen how 5 PF bonds are shifted on various symmetry operations, and thus we were able to find top PF5, and then we could reduce it, and after reduction we find out the irreducible representations, and for which we located the atomic orbitals on phosphorus, and then various combinations were observed. Another type of hybridization for pi bonding in BCl3 molecules involving perpendicular Py orbitals and in plane Px orbital vectors have been taken in details. Two sets of vectors are taken, and we observed over here that if we take Py perpendicular vectors, then we are having the three atomic orbitals of right symmetry which could form the this hybrid orbital perpendicular to the plane of the molecule. But when we took the planar vectors lying into the plane, we observed that is only two pi bonds are involved between three chlorines. It means this in plane pi bond is weaker than out of plane pi bonds in BCl3 molecules. So, with this we could observe that how we can make use of even the pi bonds in the formation of hybrid orbitals.